Sickening, sickening. It was still never picked up on. I went, I was saying they ain't still because I'm not taking shit. I didn't want to take all of that. I'm not taking the weakness. Okay. So what's going on? They became that. This one is good. Jeff was right here and I was sitting behind Jeff. Every time they asked Nathan a question, Jeff would look at him like that. And they knew what I would say. I don't recall. Anytime it's not in face. Awesome. His name is Nathan. She gonna get her ass. She's giving out minor. She is giving out minor information. Do she not understand? What's up, GT? Do she not understand that she's out here giving out minor information? This is so disgusting. This is so sickening. A young man, a young man's life is ruined. A young man's life is gone. And these people are out here looking for viral moments. This is the most disgusting shit I have ever seen. It is so ridiculous. It is so horrible. This baby has been charged with murder, possibly facing life in prison. And you have people in his city that's using his circumstance for a viral moment. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It don't make a bit of sense. We're losing our children one way or another. We're losing our children. We're losing our children to the system. We're losing our children to the streets. We're losing our children to the morgue. I don't even want to listen to that anymore. I really don't even want to listen to it anymore. It's just so disgusting, man. It's heartbreaking. It's disgusting. It's emotional. It's tragic. It's just, oh my God. And then we have Reggie on YouTube literally saying this was his purpose for going out there. He is out there calling people monkeys. He is out there calling people niggas. He is just out there creating a ruckus. Nothing is about Karmelo at this point. Nothing is about Karmelo at this point. The Caucasian people are laughing with their cameras up because he's acting the ass. The black and brown people are mad, cussing and fussing. That's why they don't give. That's why they don't care. They don't care. We're gonna do it to ourselves. All of us that do not do it to ourselves, eliminate the rest of us. Point blank, nobody has asked. I haven't heard anything about anyone asking, why did Karmelo have a knife in the first place? Right? Why did he have a knife? What was his reason for having a knife? Was he being bullied? Was he scared? Did his parents just tell him to have it for protection? Did he choose on his own to have it for protection? Why did Karmelo have a knife? Haven't heard anyone refer to that. If there was a pre-existing situation between Karmelo and those two young men, why did Eddie call him over to that tent? Now, I've listened to several people go over their versions of testimony and whatnot. And I haven't heard it. Anybody I ever heard Eddie got on the stand and lied like he didn't know Karmelo. Eddie got on the stand, he turned on Karmelo. Eddie. Nobody asked why did Eddie call him over there. If there were pre-existing issues between Eddie, I'm so flustered. Between Karmelo and those young men, why was he called over there? See, in the beginning, they was making it seem like Karmelo went over there of free will to antagonize people. And now we find out that Karmelo was called over there. I don't know. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And this situation right here, might as well say it's a life for a life. It's a life for a life. I did hear someone say this morning that uh, the brother was told not to come back to court because by them talking about his size being so much more than Carmelo's, they didn't want the jury to be constantly looking at him and sizing him up. I heard this morning that the defense didn't really put up much of a defense, um, which could probably sound about right because we were initially told that deliberations would be taking place tomorrow. They took place today. Eddie and Carmelo were friends. Carmelo's girlfriend's parents and Eddie's parents are friends. I heard that. Um, but what I'm saying is like if there was a pre-existing issue, like these are things that should have been brought up that we don't know, we don't have the answers to. Like I said, why did he have the knife? If there was a pre-existing issue with he and those young men's worst defense ever, they should have dug Johnny up for this one. I heard somebody else say, oh yeah, that's Yellow B's a lawyer. He cooked. If that is Yellow B's lawyer, shit, maybe he just got his money and you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He focusing on the next thing he got coming up. I don't know. I can't say. All I can do is speculate. But there are things that should have been brought to the light to get a better understanding. The defense should have been digging and trying to find out why was he carrying the knife? Was there a reason for him carrying a knife? Was there a specific reason for him carrying a knife? Um, this nigga done got his kept up his small ass on the damn camera. Uh, were there pre-existing issues between he and those young men? Why, of all people, was Karmelo confronted for being at that tent? Why did he instantly go into defense? Touch me and see what's gonna happen. So about a month ago, I was in Walmart and I was in the money center in Walmart, and the associate that was at the counter was having a bad day. We're gonna chalk it up to him just having a bad day, right? Um, he came out. He came from the back. No, the lady that was out there had to go and get him. He came from out the back. Um, he called me over. He huffed and puffed. He got up, walked off. He came back. His nails was about this long with the bedazzle on them. He was chilling on the desk, looked at his phone, got up again, left, came back. Then he finally decided to address me. And when he asked me for my stuff, he like had his hand like this. And I'm reaching out, like literally reaching out to give it to him. And I'm like, I don't want to reach over the counter because, you know, motherfucker can say anything. So Make a long story short, words were exchanged, right? Words were exchanged. He jumped up and told me he was gonna beat my ass, and I told him he got the right one. He gonna fuck around and get the shit slapped out of him. When I told him that, he proceeded to come around the counter. As he proceeded to come around to the counter, I lowered my backpack down my arm and put my hand in my backpack, right? So, as other people realizing the commotion is going on, he yells out, "She got her. She got a gun. She got a gun. She got a gun." She pulled a gun out on me. She pulled a gun out on me. So, in that moment, right, I put my backpack on the counter. I put my hands up. I put my back on the wall. Because I'm already knowing what you saying this out loud, and then people coming up and they're repeating what you're saying, regurgitated information. They're finna come at me with force, right? So anyway, they had the police security, MPD, the National Guard. They had me surrounded. Um, they asked me if I had a firearm. I told them yes. They asked me if I pulled it out. I told them no. Anyways, skipping along. Um, They took me where they took me. They had me to pull my firearm out, unload it, all of those stuff right there. And I complied, right? But I don't think I told them is they not putting handcuffs on me. You're not putting handcuffs on me. If you're not gonna put handcuffs on that grown man with a beard, a mustache, and long bedazzled nails, you're not putting handcuffs on me. Anyway, after about 2.5 hours, they reviewed the surveillance, which I had to ask. I'm like, y'all don't got no cameras around here. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with y'all. I never pulled it out. Well, how would he know you had it? Because I stuck my hand in my bag. This big ass man is like he finna come around the counter and approach me. Yeah, I did that. But I never pulled it out. Ask him what color it is. Because it's not black. But anyway, they finally run the cameras back. They see that I never pulled it out. Not only do they see that I never pulled it out, they see that each time he got up and left the counter while I was standing there. One time he went back in the back. He sat on the stool. He spent around a couple of times. Another time he went back in the back. He was kicking boxes around, kicking the wall. Another time, the third time he went back there, he had his hand on his hip. He was just talking to somebody. Um, then they see when he came up and he had his phone in his hand. All that. Anyway, after about 3 hours, they want to apologize. They want to offer me this. They want to offer me that. Ooh. And I told him, I said, listen, for the simple fact of him yelling that I had a firearm out loud when that wasn't true, it was dangerous for me. Right. And then number two, I have a right to protect myself at all times. If he's acting like he's about to run towards me, I'm not finna sit there and wait to see if he really finna hit me. That's a grown man, a big, tall, grown man with a beard, a mustache, and bedazzled fingernails, purple bedazzled fingernails, right? I've been thinking about that situation the whole time I've been watching about this trial. I know why I carry my firearm. Nobody asked why this young man was carrying a knife. Austin and Hunter engaged Karmelo first. All the witnesses agreed on it. Yeah, yep. So what was he supposed to do? Was he supposed to sit there and let them beat the fuck out of him, or sit there and wait to see if they was gonna beat the fuck out of him? He's already been pushed. So at what point does self-defense come in? They still on this damn thing arguing. This man said, can he freestyle? Oh, At one point, it's up. Hold down. So yeah, when can a black person use self-defense? Because it seems like self-defense is only for white people. Come on now. And they wanted to drill in the fact that he was in under their tent. I had a brain fart. I couldn't even figure out how to spell a simple word. Um, they were constantly drilling in the fact that he was at their tent. I've listened to I listened to CNN. I've listened to Fox 4 Dallas, Fort Worth, whatever it is. I've listened to about 4 content creators. I wanted to get different because everybody's story is gonna be different. Everybody take their notes differently. I never heard anyone speak on the fact that Carmelo didn't just decide he was gonna go over there and bully a spot in these folks' tent or go over there to intimidate somebody. He was invited over there. The defense sucked ass. Exactly. That's all they talking about is the damn tent. Was he supposed to be at the tent? Why was he? He came to the tent. He shouldn't have been there at the tent. Oh, the tent and the knife being illegal, but more so the tent. Fuck the tent. Fuck that tent. I ain't monetized and I ain't trying to be monetized. Fuck that tent. From my presumption, them boys came there with the shit. I heard somebody mention something about I guess Karmelo wasn't on the bus. Whatever. The truth of the matter is he was an athlete. There was an event taking place. He had every right to be there, just like everybody else did. And now we have a 19-year-old young man, young black man, that is being convicted of murder. And the last I heard, they were about to sentence him today. What's the rush? Cause you got another gathering to go. The judge got another gathering to get to with the dad and them and shit. Yeah, that's what they was trying to say, GT. Like, well, uh, he stabbed him in the heart. If someone is standing over you and you're sitting down and you pull out a knife after they done, you done told them, you done gave them a warning. touch me and see what happened. And they touched you. So now they got to see what happened, right? So they're standing, and I'm assuming Carmelo was still sitting. So as the knife, where where is it gonna go? Where he's supposed to stick him in the leg? I also heard the way that that young man lunged at him, he really pushed himself on the knife. Where the fuck was the defense team? Where the fuck was the defense team? Why no expert witness to talk about the trajectory of the angle that I just said? I don't know if that's the right angle or not, but where's the specialist? Where's the coroner to talk about the trajectory? If that young man was standing over him and he was sitting down and the knife went this way, he had a 3-inch knife and only 2 inches went in him. So he didn't jab him. It is very difficult to stick a knife in and out of flesh. If he wanted to cause harm, why he ain't? No, he just got him up off of him. I hope so. I really, really hope so. But I hope they get another attorney. I wouldn't want them to use the same attorney. I hope they get another attorney. And that attorney needs to bring to the light the biasness. The fact that the judge is familiar with these people. Um, the fact that all the black jurors were excused. See, everybody thought by the guilty coming back, I mean, by the verdict coming back so fast, it was gonna be not guilty. It's never good when the verdict come back that fast in situations that I've been privy to. Check a miss. Take a miss. I mean, take a miss. I'm alive. Yeah, you know how to read. There was definitely a lot of biased shit through this trial, and this was a lynch mob down because I fear if that it's gonna be hard for that baby behind the walls or not. It's gonna be hard for that baby. I really don't want to. I really don't want to say too much until the verdict is given. But I mean, we can already kind of tell. I mean, not the verdict, shit, the sentencing. But we can already kind of tell which way that's going. Hold on. If he gonna pay me to send somebody a bill for 14 cents, I'm gonna take it. Oh, my head hurt. I'm so good. I don't even like looking in no damn camera. But yeah, like it's ooh. I cried. I cried. Somebody that was standing out there said, what y'all thought was gonna happen. Y'all must forget about Trayvon Martin. And then Ratchet said, shit, Zimmerman still walking around this bitch free, living his motherfucking life. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with him. Mm, I'm gonna ponder on that one for a minute. But for grown adults, grown men, grown black men to get up today, prepare themselves for the day, get dressed, do all that good shit with the intent of going somewhere to make yourself go viral. That's horrible. That's 1000% horrible. But this case has turned my stomach. It has turned my stomach so many ways. Like that baby, they gonna probably try to throw that 19-year-old baby. He's a baby. He is a freaking baby. They're gonna probably throw that 19-year-old baby in um maximum high security prison with the real killers in the Klan, and my heart just hurts. My heart just hurts. Look what they doing to our boys. I have boys. I was just praying. I was just praying. I was like, man, they gonna split the baby. 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 You know, get manslaughter. They gonna split the baby. They gonna split the baby. They gonna split the baby. They gonna get manslaughter. As fast as that jury came back, they should have they should have pulled the jury. But as fast as that jury came back, shit, I don't think nobody in there, get your stupid ass out the street, in there. I don't think nobody in there had an argument. I think they all had their mind made up. 88 said them people was in that jury box going to sleep. She said the judge was going to sleep. Mine was already made up. They just sat back there for them little few hours and chit chat. Probably ate a snack or some shit. They probably done went to lunch or some more shit. Back there just kicking shit. They ain't asked to review nothing. I've done jury duty too many damn times. They ain't asked to review nothing coming back that goddamn fast. I have been on a federal case where we had our decision made as soon as we got in the jury room. And we said we had, we sent word back that we, had reached a decision. And it still took them about an hour and a half to bring us out. Now, that might be because they have to call everybody back in or whatnot, or whatever. But we just gotta pray for Carmelo. And I really hope the appellate court overturns this. I really, 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 really hope that. And I hope his family get another attorney. I don't see people like you just want to get hit. I'm not slowing down. You pull in front of me, you just done. Um, I don't know. I'm lost for words. I'm baffled. My daughter, my granddaughter, my son, and daughter. Again, in the bag. Mm. Lord, Lord, Lord. Big team, what you think? Somebody just said, what's up, bro? I'm just venting. Ain't nothing major going on. Nothing major going on. Sad. I'm sad they done gave this baby. Convicted this baby of murder. Why you think they rushing to sentence him today, bro? Why you think that is? So with him being out on bail, um, with him being out on bail, if he doesn't get sentenced today, does he get to go home? Oh, um, that's what I would like to know. If they do not decide to sentence him today, if he would go home. Don't know much about the case. A 19-year-old, 19-year-old black baby convicted of murder because he decided to sit up under, well, no, because he was invited to sit up under a tent at a track meet. He was harassed and bullied and pushed around, and he gave warning, touch him and see what's gonna happen. And they proceeded to touch him. So he pulled his knife out of his backpack and stabbed him. The two white boys, Austin and I can't think of the other boy name. But the two white boys, the brothers, the twins, whatever they were, Austin is the one that was stabbed in the heart and didn't make it. They were they were bullying Carmelo because he was at the track meet and his friend that got on the stand and said they wasn't friends and he didn't really know him like that, but they had all type of pictures and shit of them together, videos and shit of them together hanging out, shit like that. But the mutual friend of both of them, I would say, called him over to the tent, and the two white boys were didn't want him at the tent for whatever reason, and so he had to protect himself. He had to protect himself, and he pulled the knife out of his backpack, and he protected himself. It sounds like murder if they're standing over him, antagonizing him, putting their hands on him, and he tell them, leave him alone. I don't think that's murder. But we all entitled to our own opinion. I was telling GT that it reminded me a lot of the situation that happened with me in Walmart. You know about the situation. It reminded me a lot of that situation. You know, he stuck his hand in his bag. He said, "Leave me alone. See what's gonna happen." Or however, the words might not be verbatim. And they proceeded to, well, one of them or two of them or three of them. So that's I don't even know that because one minute they said two of them jumped, four of them jumped him, and then it was six of them jumped him. So I don't know the exact number, but he was pushed around after he done stuck his hand in his bag and told them, touch me and see what's gonna happen or whatever he said. They proceeded to do it, and he pulled the knife out and he stabbed him. Big ass boys. Them boys, them boys was 80, 90 pounds bigger than that damn boy. Then he got the people in his own goddamn city that should have been out there trying to stand up for him. Now they out there trying to get a damn viral moment. It's sick, sickening. It look like they might be clearing out now. I don't know if the sentencing has been done. I saw on Fox News that they said that he's gonna be sentenced today, and they probably don't want to do the sentencing because there's so much ruckus going on outside, and they know shit gonna break out. uh I don't know, but y'all know I don't like being on here like this. So yeah, I just wanted to say what I want to say because my head was hurting from crying. I was disgusted by the people that I was looking at. But yeah, I might be back later. Maybe not. I don't know. Peace.